Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Yes, I'm waiting for you, students. When all of you join, then we'll start, inshallah. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Just a slight wait. Okay, students are joining. So once they join, we'll start, inshallah. I'm waiting for them to join. Here we have bad weather now. That's why internet problem, slide problem somewhere. So as soon as they join, we'll start, inshallah. Just wait a little. Okay. So Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Allahumma salli ala Muhammadin Nabi al-Ummi wa ala alihi wa sallim taslima. Assalamu alaikum. Today's topic is pie graphs. Yesterday we have studied line graphs which were made between two quantities. One was independent variable and the other was dependent variable. We have taken the independent variable along the horizontal axis and the dependent variable along the vertical axis, and we draw different graphs and we got the results for that. Okay, and we read it out, we elaborate it. Now it's other type of graph, pie graph. After studying this pie graph, we will study the bar graphs and the error bars. What are error bars? What are bar graphs? So first we will study pie graph, and between these graphs and after these graphs we will get another type of graph which is known as donuts. Okay. So first of all, start with pie graph. You are having this. You can see that we have one graph already at the board. And what is this graph? This is a pie graph, and it indicates what? It indicates four quantities. You can see that, sorry, it indicates three quantities. You can see that there are three colors: black, blue, and red. So these three quantities which are expressed on this pie graph are what? Let's see, what are they? These are these markers. I have these four markers. So I have plotted the data of these four markers at the board. Now you can evaluate very easily that we have two black markers, one red marker, and one blue marker. So the share of the black marker is double than the share of the red and the blue. As a result, from the graph, we have given double share to the black one and the single to the blue and the red. Now, this, how we'll read it, how we can find it, what it indicates. It indicates that there are these two pieces, quarter pieces of a circle, and this is the half piece of the circle. Means this has double share and this is single. So the share of black is 50% of the total. Black is 50% of the total markers. Red is 25% of the total marker, and blue is the 25% of the total marker. Is it? It is clear to you? Okay. Total you can see that 50, 25, 75 and 25, 100. So this circle, this gives you the pie graph. And why we call it pie graph? Because we know that the circumference of a circle is given in pi. Total angles of the circle are how much? When you move from one place to another, starting from here, moving like this, again reach at the same point, this total angle is 360 degree, which is also known as 2 pi. Pi is 180 degree. So that's why the name given pie graph to this one. It indicates, it represents the share of different quantities in a compound. That, say this is the compound, this is a collection of items. 4 items are there. So the share of the black one is 50%. 2. This is 1. This is 1. This is double than this and this. So this is 50%. This is 25. This is 25. Now this is how we read it. Now as far as the other question is concerned, how we plot it. So let's start of plotting a new graph. And what's that? Before that, I'm taking a question. What's the question over there? Which class? This is nowadays I'm taking first year physics classes on daily basis at this particular time from 4 to 5. But this is a graph, this is a general class, because pie graphs are used in each and every subject, in physics, in mathematics, in stats, in chemistry, in bio, in business, each and everywhere the graphs are there. So that's why this is, you can say that this is a general class. Otherwise it is a physics class, but whenever I taught to the students, my first priority is to give them the thorough knowledge, the deep knowledge, each and everything which is related to the topic, it should be there. Because the subjects we have bifurcated, that this is mathematics, this is stats, this is physics. When you move to the higher classes, as I have completed my PhD in physics, so then you find that all these are interacted with each other. So we will study rotation chapter as well, inshallah, very soon when it will come, because we are moving day by day with the topic as far as the book is concerned. Okay, so should we start again? This already made. I am giving you the data for another one, and let's see how we'll make it. Let's suppose we have a data for another graph. And what's that graph? Pick any 5 subjects from your class. Say physics, maths, and chemistry, zoology, and statistics. Okay, we have performed a survey about that. It's too humid right now over here, that's why it took time to become clear the board. Wetness is more than the dryness. So let's suppose we have certain data we have collected. The students who like maths, as I told you, the wetness, too much humid. Maths. Let's suppose let's suppose 25%, 25 students of the class likes maths. Okay. Let's suppose physics, 10% of the class likes physics, 30%, 30 students of the class likes chemistry. There is a condition that each and every student should select only one subject. Okay, there are total 100 students. We have performed a survey and we got these results, stats and say English. Okay, so this is 40, 65. Say 20% likes stats and 15 of them likes English. When you check it, this is 0, 100. Okay. So we have this data. We have to make a pie graph. What all we have to do? First of all, what we'll do, we will divide the angle by a number. Total number is 100. Total angle is 360. So 360 divided by 100 equals to 3.6 degree. So one student should be indicated by 3.6 degree over there. Okay. So when we talk about 25 of maths, so 25 out of 100 is simply, we can note that generally that this is 25%. Okay. So 25% we will plot immediately. Say this is 25. This is say 25. This belongs to mathematics. Okay. Now move to the next one. What we have to find out? The other one, 10, physics. When you multiply 3.6 by 10, you will get 36 degrees. Okay. So you have to get 36. You put a D over here and you count. D will be here. Counting starts from here, 1, 2, 3, 4. When 36 will arise, you'll write, take a line and put it over here for 36. When we talk about 30, so say this is 25, it's maths. So for chemistry, what will happen for 30? 30 will be 25 plus 5. 5 will give how much? 18 degrees. So this is 25, okay, plus 18 degrees. Let's suppose, say this is 18 degrees. Okay. So this portion will be of chemistry. Then move to the next one. The stats is 20%. So 20% will be, okay, we have to be very smart. We have made this, we have made this. Okay, so this is 25, this is 30. Chemistry. Now if 5 is taken from this one, 20 instead will come over here, this will be 25. Okay, straightforward. So we'll move over here. $30. This is stats. And then what's left? This English and this physics. English is 15% and physics is 10%. So let's draw these quantities and get the final result. Physics is 10 and stats is 15. Okay. So physics will take 36 degrees and the rest one will get 54 degrees. So this is lead 36. As you can see that we don't have a measurement over here. So we are trying by our estimation. This is physics. And this is what? Physics is clear. This is English. So check it out. You can see that the data is matched with the graph. This is a pie graph and this is how we made it. Okay. Now, if you have any question regarding this graph, you can discuss over here. Otherwise, we'll move to the next one. Yes, hurry up. यस, फिजिक्स और केमिस्ट्री सिखा सकते हैं, क्यों नहीं सिखा सकते, ज़रूर सिखा सकते हैं. आप सीखें, इंशाल्लाह आपको ज़रूर सीखने का मौका मिलेगा. आप चैनल पर जुड़े रहें, आप इंशाल्लाह सीखते रहेंगे. So we should start a new one. We'll take some data and then we find the result. What's the result for that? Let's suppose we have to make a graph regarding the seasons. Let's suppose the share of summer is 40%, that of autumn is 10%, that of spring is 20%, and that of winter is 30%. Okay. Now let's draw the graph and check it out how we can build the graph for this. The share of summer is 40% and that of autumn is 10%. Means it will cover 50% of the graph. Okay. So we'll take a straight line from the center and we draw it. First of all, we divide the circle into two halves. And then we can find the share of summer and autumn. As I told you, 1 degree 3.6 correspond to 1%. So 3.6 into 40, what will you get? 120, 144. So our share of this is 25, 30, 35. Say this is 40%. Okay, 40% is this one, and 3, 4. This is the first result. This is summer, this is autumn. And what about spring and winter? 30% is winter and 20% is spring. So this is 25, move slightly to get 30, and say this is 30. So this is what? Winter, and this is spring. This is summer. So this is how we can plot these graphs, the pie graphs. And to read them out is very easy. When you try to understand, you can understand very quickly. Do you have any question right now till this point? Hurry up, Shabash. Any question? Not at all. Okay, so we'll move to the last one, the donut graph. How we can make donut graphs? Donut graph is which one? Take an example, the similar example as we were having over here. Let's draw the values. This is center. This is this point. Now we have to make a donut graph. Okay, for donut graph you can see that we have double circles, circle in a circle. Why? Because now if I'll move further, then you can find it very easy. Okay, I'm rubbing it right now because I want to show you something else over here. This is a donut graph. Okay, where is the shape of donut? It is a shape of donut, only you have to color it out. As we are using two colors, so let's put these colors over here. Okay, you can check it out. This is the say first piece of the donut in the blue color. Okay. Explain in Urdu. Our language, national language is in Urdu, not English. Yes, it is, of course. उर्दू ही है हमारी नेशनल लैंग्वेज, मगर मसला ये है कि जो हमारा सिलेबस होता है, जिसको हमने जा कर के अगर हमने कहीं मुल्क से बाहर जाना है या इंटरनेशनली compete करना है, तो वी हैव टू अंडरस्टैंड इट इन इंग्लिश। जब तक हमें इंग्लिश नहीं आएगी तो हम किस तरह सीखेंगे? बहरहाल हम उर्दू में भी सीख लेते हैं इसको। हमने क्या किया कि वो जो ग्राफ आपने देखा यहाँ बना हुआ था, उसी को यहाँ शिफ्ट कर दिया है डोनट की शक्ल में, और अब मैं उसके जो मुख्तलिफ पोर्शंस थे उनको मैंने पहले ही मार्क कर लिया था। अब मैं उन्हें डिफरेंट कलर के साथ जो है वो फिलअप कर रहा हूँ। क्यों कर रहा हूँ वो मैं भी आपको बता देता हूँ, ठीक है? ये जो डिफरेंट कलर्स हैं ना, ये डिफरेंट कलर्स अब बताएंगे कि कौन सी चीज़ का शेयर कितना है, ठीक है? इस ग्राफ में कौन सी चीज़ का शेयर कितना है, क्लियर? ये हम इसको मुख्तलिफ कलर्स के साथ इंडिकेट करेंगे। मार्कर्स में कलर करना बोर्ड पे इसलिए मुश्किल होता है कि मार्कर जहाँ पुराने कलर पे टकराता है वो उस कलर को मिटा देता है, ठीक है? ये भी आपको मैं एक बात बता देता हूँ, कभी आपने बोर्ड पे बनाया होगा तो आपको अंदाज़ा होगा। तो इसमें ज़रा बोर्ड पे कलर करना इज़ वेरी डिफ़िकल्ट। बहरहाल हम कोशिश कर रहे हैं, क्योंकि हमें करना है कि हम इसको मुकम्मल करें फटाफट से। ये आप देख रहे हैं, ये हमारा डोनट आहिस्ता आहिस्ता कंप्लीशन की तरफ जा रहा है। 3 चीज़ें हमने इसकी बना दी हैं और ये 3 मुख्तलिफ सब्जेक्ट्स को ज़ाहिर कर रही हैं, ठीक है? आपको याद हो अगर, तो ब्लू वाला जो है वो कौन से सब्जेक्ट को ज़ाहिर कर रहा था? मैथ्स को, ऐसे ही है। और बाकी चल रहे हैं हम आगे। जो नीचे वाला है वो किसको ज़ाहिर कर रहा था? वो केमिस्ट्री को ज़ाहिर कर रहा था। बच्चे जो हैं वो ज़्यादा शौक से केमिस्ट्री पढ़ते हैं, क्योंकि जो फीमेल स्टूडेंट्स होती हैं वो ज़्यादातर लाइक करती हैं केमिस्ट्री को एज़ कंपेयर टू मैथ्स, स्टैट्स एंड फिज़िक्स। सो इसलिए जो हमने सर्वे कंडक्ट किया उसमें जो हमारा शेयर आया वो सबसे बड़ा शेयर था केमिस्ट्री का, ठीक है जी? तो ये हमने दे दिया है किसको? केमिस्ट्री को, ये वाला पोर्शन। और इसके बाद यहाँ जो हमें पोर्शन मिला था ये वाला, इसको हम कोशिश कर रहे हैं कि ब्लैक में अगर बन जाए, और नहीं बनेगा तो फिर कुछ करेंगे और। अब इसमें हम थोड़ा सा ब्लू और लगा देंगे ताकि ये थोड़ा डिफरेंट शेड दे दें हमें। ठीक है जी? तो पिछला वाला आपके पास है मौजूद, उसको देख के आप ये अंदाज़ा लगा सकते हो। मैथ्स और केमिस्ट्री तो मैंने आपको इंडिकेट कर दी है। अब मेरे पास वो डायग्राम चली गई है। अब आप मुझे बताएं ज़रा कि वो वाला पोर्शन कौन सा था और वो वाला पोर्शन कौन सा था? वो कौन किसको इंडिकेट कर रहा था? सबसे छोटा क्या था? इंग्लिश। ये इंग्लिश था, दिस वन वाज इंग्लिश ब्लैक में, और ये वाला हमारे पास था स्टैट्स, ये जी हमारा हो गया स्टैट्स, और ये नीचे वाला हमारा था फिजिक्स। तो व्हाट वी हैव प्रिपेयर्ड अ डोनट ग्राफ। हमने क्या बना लिया, एक डोनट ग्राफ बना लिया। दिस डोनट ग्राफ हैज ऑल सब्जेक्ट्स इन इट, इंग्लिश, मैथ्स, केमिस्ट्री, फिजिक्स एंड स्टैट्स। अब इस डोनट का मतलब क्या है, डोनट को जब आप खाते हो तो आप कोई छोटा टुकड़ा तोड़ के बाहर निकाल लेते हो। तो अगर मैं चाहूं तो इसके डोनट के टुकड़े अलहदा करके भी दिखा सकता हूं। फॉर एग्जाम्पल, अगर मैं यहां से ले लूं फिजिक्स को, तो मैं फिजिक्स को यहां ऐसे करके ये बना सकता हूं कि दिस पीस शोज व्हाट, दिस शोज फिजिक्स। We have removed this from the donut and we have taken it out. तोड़ के इसको हमने बाहर निकाल लिया और ये हमारा डोनट का पीस हो गया एक। अब अगर ये हमने बाहर निकाल लिया है, आपके जहन में सवाल होगा तो अब ये अंदर क्यों नजर आ रहा है, तो भाई इसको वहां से भी निकाल लेते हैं हम बाहर, डोंट वरी, यहां से भी इसको बाहर निकाल लेते हैं, ऐसी कोई बात नहीं। तो ये फिजिक्स जो है ये यहां से बाहर चले गया। अब आप देख सकते हैं कि ये आपका डोनट हो गया है। ज़रा हमें अंदाज़ा नहीं था, अब हमें बेहतर अंदाज़ा हो रहा है कि अब ये तकरीबन सेम साइज का है टू द वन विच वी हैव टेकन आउट। ठीक है, तो ये है जी पाई ग्राफ और डोनट्स ग्राफ। पाई भी आपने देख लिया, डोनट भी आपने सीख लिया। ठीक है, तो नेक्स्ट क्लास में इंशाल्लाह ताला कल हम सीखेंगे कौन से, बार ग्राफ्स और एरर बार्स। बार ग्राफ्स क्या होते हैं और एरर बार क्या होते हैं, ये दोनों चीज़ें हम फाइंड आउट करेंगे इंशाल्लाह इन द नेक्स्ट क्लास टुमारो। और इसके अलावा भी हम कुछ और पढ़ेंगे इंशाल्लाह। तो जब तक अपना ख्याल रखिएगा, दुआओं में याद रखें। थैंक यू, अल्लाह हाफ़िज़।